Hi, this is Cedar reporting to you about antibiotic resistance bacteria. So, what exactly is antibiotic resistance? So, let's say that we have the bacteria E. coli, which occurs or is present in the urinary tract. So, if you have a urinary infection or a digestive issue, most commonly E. coli is the bacteria affecting that. So, your E. coli, let's say in your urinary tract, mutates. So it transfers its DNA or RNA into your cells, and let's say a doctor prescribes you penicillin to try to kill E. coli, and the penicillin is not able to kill all that bacteria because of the mutations that have occurred. So antibiotic resistance is when your body becomes immune to antibiotics and can no longer ward off, protect, or kill the bacteria in your body. Why does that occur? Well, in the United States, for every 1,000 people, there are about 25 prescriptions written out in an inappropriate use for antibiotics. 50% of those prescriptions right now are not needed. According to statistics, 90% of children that acquire ear infections don't actually need antibiotics, but sometimes parents push for them. Another thing that we're seeing is that antibiotics are being injected into animals such as cows, pigs, or chickens to increase their growth rates, and that can also lead to individuals becoming immune to antibiotics, so then when they need to take one, their body can no longer use that antibiotic to kill off the bacteria like E. coli or let's say Staphylococcus aureus. Let's say you have a staph infection. If you are resistant to antibiotics, you can gain an infection called MRSA. Most people think that MRSA is only in hospitals or doctor's office, but that's no longer the case. If an individual is not washing their hands properly or cleaning themselves properly, the community is at a disadvantage itself, because then that specific individual can transfer this antibiotic resistance infection to other people in the community. According to Anthony Fauci, who is the director of the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases, states, "The human species is in the midst of a war with the microbial world, a resistant foe that will never be completely defeated." And that's kind of scary if you think about it, that you have these infections that cannot be killed because of doctors over-prescribing antibiotics. Since bacteria have been around for millions of years, they're programmed to stay alive. So mutation and overgrowth is something that they do so that they can constantly reproduce and pass on their bacterial cells to live on for a long period of time. Alexander Fleming, who was the first individual to, develop or find penicillin as a natural antibiotic, stated, "An ignorant man may underdose himself and make them resistant, rendering penicillin ineffective for the future." So what can we do to help eliminate antibiotic resistance infections? The first thing to do is get your child vaccinated. It's really important. Don't ask for antibiotics. Some people will have colds, flus, or strep throat and they'll ask for an antibiotic, but that will not help because that's a viral infection. Ask if you really need antibiotics if the doctor prescribes it. Make sure that you are choosing antibiotic-free food. Stay home when you're sick. Practice good cough hygiene. So an example of that would be to cough or sneeze inside your shirt instead of on your arm, because if someone touches your arm, then you can transfer that bacteria to them. Practice good hand washing skills. Teach your kids and remind others to wash their hands as well. And those are some of the things that we can do. We need to focus on prevention, such as hand washing and other things of that nature. There are programs that are tracking antibiotic use, which is very beneficial. And the FDA is focusing on having meat products not have antibiotics in them. So, any questions or comments, please feel free to comment at the bottom of my video. Thank you.